The fate of the man responsible for one of the deadliest school shootings in U.S. history will soon be in the hands of 12 jurors.
The punishment is either life imprisonment without the possibility of parole or death.
Jury selection is underway in the trial of now 23-year-old Nikolas Cruz. Cruz pleaded guilty to 17 counts of first-degree murder in October for killing 14 students and 3 staff members at Parkland, Florida's Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School in 2018.
I have to live with this every day, and it brings me nightmares, and I can't live with myself sometimes.
More than 1,000 potential jurors were on hand at the Broward County Courthouse Monday as jury selection began. The prosecution and defense now tasked with seating a jury that will decide whether Cruz receives life in prison without parole or be sentenced to death.
A jury pool that large, is that normal?
For high-profile cases, you need a lot of potential jurors. In this community, it's easy to imagine that a lot of jurors know victims or know family members of victims, or simply live so close to the school that they can't get that shooting day out of their mind.
Jurors won't be excused for knowing about the case, but will be asked 2 key questions: if they could set aside what they know of the case to be objective, and whether they could impose the death penalty.
The defense's mission here is present mitigation evidence and show that this is still a life worth saving.
Cruz was 19 years old at the time of the shooting, had a history of behavioral issues, and had been kicked out of the high school the year before. He bought the guns he used, including an AR-15 style weapon, legally, passing a background check. The shooting ignited massive protests in support of gun reform, led by some of the students inside the school on that day.
Are we ready to bring in the next panel?
In all, 12 jurors and 20 alternates must be seated for deliberations and sentencing to begin. As for the arguments they may hear,
look for the defense to give a statement, something to the effect of, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you don't need to worry about this defendant being at large ever again, no matter what. He will be in prison for the rest of his life.
If the jury is unable to reach a unanimous decision, Cruz will ultimately be sentenced to life in prison. The selection process alone is expected to last through April, with the trial slated to run from May to September.
All right, Priscilla joins us now live on set. So, Priscilla, you walked us through what the defense is going to do. What do we think the prosecution is going to argue here?
Well, legal experts say the prosecution will likely have an easier time here than the defense because of the high-profile nature of this case and because the defendant has already pleaded guilty to 17 counts of murder. And so legal experts say they expect the prosecution are really going to highlight the horrific nature of this case. But an important point to re-emphasize, in order for Nikolas Cruz to get the death penalty, all 12 of those jurors have to vote yes. If it is not a unanimous vote, then he will get life in prison.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.